What is an experience you had at a courthouse that you'll never forget? My elderly mom rented the same house for 6 years without an issue. She always paid rent on time and handled small repairs herself. When she decided to buy her own home and move out, she gave the landlord notice. That's when things went sideways. The landlord refused to return her deposit, claiming she'd destroyed the carpet, appliances, and doors, basically the entire house. Then he filed a small claims case, demanding $5,000 for damages. My mom, who'd never been to court, showed up alone, hoping the truth would be enough. The landlord seemed overly confident, like he'd done this before. He threw out inflated costs with no proof, and it looked like the judge was ready to side with him. Just when it seemed hopeless, a man stood up in the back of the courtroom. He introduced himself as a local attorney and said he'd just taken my mom's case. She was stunned. She didn't know him and hadn't hired anyone. He asked the judge for a continuance, and it was granted. In the next week, the attorney got to work. He asked the landlord for receipts, photos, and records for the deposit. Turns out the landlord had nothing. No receipts, no photos, just a list of bogus charges. Worse, he'd illegally mixed her deposit with his personal account. When they went back to court, the attorney laid it all out. The judge dismissed the case immediately and ordered the landlord to return the deposit with 6 years of interest. After court, my mom tried to pay the attorney, but he refused. "I was here for another case, and you looked like you needed help," he said. A true gentleman.